didn't really want to go at first. I prayed about it and somehow I ended up going, and I was really, really glad I did.
I think the most memorable thing that happened was probably our trip into the jungle, because it was like 2 hours just to get there. It was like, and the Ecuador roads are like windy. So I was already sick by the time we got to the canoe, and then it's 2 more hours in the canoe. And it was miserable. I just want to say that. But then once we got into the jungle, I was like, worth it.
Probably the riverboat tour when we went into the jungle. It was just really cool to see how long it takes to get to people, like how isolated they can be, and then just how different they are.
Well, the most memorable thing for me was the trip I took into the jungle with my uncle and my aunt, Matt. It was unique and an experience that you don't get very often. I never had done anything like that before. It was very rustic, but then we also, when we got to the village that my uncle was talking about starting high school there, and the pastor's wife fixed us a meal, and it's just a good view of what it was like there.
It really gave me more of a global view of the gospel and how it's not just here in America where we got it right. You know, God is working around the world, and it's not really anything we can do to spread the gospel. He's using people like us and like the missionaries that were there to reach out to the world and spread His good news.
When we were in Quito with the University College Bible School thing that was there with Roy and Linda at their place, just like seeing that really impacted me and how it was so different. They had the like their classrooms were just like cement floors with lawn chairs and blackboards, basically. And there was like one computer lab that they were really excited about, and it had really old computers. But just like how grateful the people or whoever was there was to be there, and then just the fact that I got to go to this fancy university in the States, and like that's a huge opportunity that just seems normal, but that I need to make the most of that opportunity and use it for God's glory.
When we went as a group into the jungle, we saw the airfield that they built by hand and different things like that, and the work that's going on there. Even the trip I took into the jungle, my uncle, he went so he could have a meeting about starting high school. And so just all the different ministries that whether I could be directly involved in or support me by prayer and finances. It was exciting.
And it's a good way to get to know other people in this group when you're with them 24/7. But it is fun too.
I also just like working with other people too, because you had to communicate well, all that good stuff. So just different skills you learn.
From the missionaries about trusting God and just how He will provide for our needs, and I also learned about how I need to walk closely with God to really build a good relationship with Him.
We got to stay with a missionary, and it's definitely cool to see missionaries in their day-to-day life and to hear all the stories, because he had a lot of cool stories. And if you're worried about money, don't be, because if God wants you to be there and if God wants you to go, then He's going to provide a way for you to go.
I wasn't really prepared, I guess, to go. I hadn't really been praying and preparing my heart. I was prepared outwardly. I had all my stuff packed. I had the Bible stories ready, but I just hadn't really prepared my heart to be open to what God would teach me. And I think that really impacted the trip. Like, I learned a lot, but I didn't come away the big spiritual person I was expecting to be, because I hadn't prepared beforehand. You're not going to go on a mission trip and have your life changed because of that one experience. You have to live it before and afterwards if you want to.
Were you glad you went?
I was very glad I went.
Yes. Very glad. Go to Mexico, kids.
Work on your Spanish.
So why are we even doing this?
Ready to go to the next one?